Good morning, guys. How we doing? Let's go over Ethereum. So in yesterday's video, I was calling a drop here. This is the actual title. I said Ethereum pumps hard. This was after the London hard fork, obviously. And I said I am selling. And then I looked at the metrics and I said, based off the metrics, this looks more bearish than bullish. So I'm selling majority of the rest of my position. I sold 50% of my remaining position. So what I ended up doing this morning, I actually just tried to record a video and I had something come up. So I want to show this to you ASAP. I ended up exiting the rest of my Ethereum, which was basically 25% of my original trade. And I will show this to you guys that I did this right here. This was at 2,632. So basically right where we're sitting right now, I ended up exiting the rest. So at this very moment, to keep things transparent, guys, I am actually not in any of Ethereum. I'm completely out from my portfolio, okay? You guys can see here that I have nothing left for Ethereum. Now, ADA, I haven't done that video yet. I'll try to do some of that today, but then that's where I'm looking to exit. My goal on this trade was to make between $200 and $250. That has been successfully hit. Great job, everybody using the metrics. Everybody using the indicators, you guys were able to see this with me and call the drop. Get the price versus the well money flow and the trend exhaustion on your dashboard, guys, for TradingView. I really think it will help, as well as the metrics, okay? This is where I called the short trade, which I will be going over today, but this is exactly what I used to enter into these trades to make the profit. If you've been following this channel, we have actually not, I've never made a call on here that has been a losing call. We've never lost a trade on this channel since it started. Even if you guys go back and you're the OGs in the original days where I had an entry, a take profit, and the 4 buy limits, I still have screenshots of all those. And even though we moved over to the new metric style, every single one of those trades moved into the take profit and they all actually ended up winning. So this isn't to like tout myself, to make it a video like that, but just to say we have not lost a trade yet on this channel. Everybody who ended up taking the short trade a few days ago on this, you guys ended up, I called a 50% exit here and I called a full exit back at the entry. You guys all made really good money on that. You guys can watch yesterday's video and I show you exactly how much you made. I believe it was between like 15 to 20% on that. So I don't want to quote it exactly because I can't remember at the moment, but watch this and I tell you guys in there. So everyone who's watched this channel, subscribe, turn that bell notification on because I am making live trade calls here. Nobody has ever lost a trade following this channel yet, okay? It will happen in the future. I know it will, but we just haven't seen it yet. Okay, let me go over this. You guys saw me exit the trade. Let me speak to you guys who are in the short trade right now, and I'll explain to you what these lines are for in a second here. Okay, this line is where I ended up getting in for my original buy, and then I rode it all the way up here. So if you guys want a full percentage count on this, it was basically an 18.60%. Now, I did scale out all the way up here, so I just want to make that clear. All right, so from yesterday's video, I was calling a drop in here. Now, something I want to make clear here is, guys, I'm seeing some comments coming up and I just want to address this. Some of you guys are like, Travis, the market didn't drop. And I understand why you're saying that. It's because you guys are looking for bigger drops in the market and you guys are looking at the market, sometimes on the daily time frame and you're like, you're calling a drop and we're not seeing these drops. And some people are expecting these drops in the market. Guys, I just want to make it clear, guys. I don't mean to be like rude. It's more like a funny thing when I say this. The channel is called Trade Confident, not Hold Confident. I have nothing against people who hold in diamond hands. I will never bash you guys. I have literally nothing against you whatsoever. The only reason why I trade and when I trade in and out of the market is just because I make the most money trading. And I don't want to come out here on YouTube and show you something I'm not confident with, like holding. I want to show you what I'm good at, which I believe I'm good at, is trading. And that's why we trade in and out. So when I call drops, I just want to make this clear. When I call drops, guys, I'm only looking for a 3 to 7% drop in the market. I know that's not a lot, but for us who are trading in and out of the market, 3% is a quarter of what the S&P 500 does in the entire year, and it's happening within 1 to 2 days. So we're making good money in and out of the market. I've got people in short trades here, who are up around that 40 to even 60% on some of the last drops, like 60% in their portfolio because they're doing 10x leverage. So when I call a drop, guys, these are the drops I'm talking about. I'm not looking for massive drops because I'm trading in and out of the market. So just want to make that clear because I think some confusion was happening in the comments yesterday. So let's get into the short trade. This did end up dropping as predicted within the red circle, so that was great. I'll show you how the metrics even called this as well. So let's take a little breather here. You guys are in two positions if you're following this channel. You're either completely out of your long trade because I'm completely out of it, or you guys took the short trade that was called yesterday, and that was over here following the metrics. So if you guys go to the live trade section, you guys come down here, make sure you have your membership because you'll get access to this. It's just $49 a month, guys. It's so ridiculously cheap for what you guys are able to get. And like I said, we have not lost a trade on this channel yet, okay? Go to live trades and then come down here to the Ethereum live trading. These are the metrics I'm using. Wherever the white line is at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, You take the 4 yellow lines below that. Those are your buy limits for your long trades, and the white line above it is your take profit, okay? Wherever your white line is, the 4 yellow lines above your entry is where your limit orders are for your short trades, okay? So the limit order for the short trade did get hit at $2,638 and $10, okay? So a lot of people, I know some people message me, you're in here with hundreds of thousands of dollars on this short trade right here. And I think you guys are helping this push this down. Obviously, you're still very small, so I want to make that clear. But I know some, people are watching this who have a lot of money. As this push downs, I'm making an official call. So please listen very carefully as I call this out right now. The take profit on the short trade based off the live trade metrics is at $2,409.15. It is exactly where this yellow line is right here, okay? This is also the entry for the next long trade that I'm calling out, which is where I'm going to be putting my entry now that I've exited all, and I will be using this exact same chart here, guys, to put an entry for a long trade at $2,409.15 as my first buy limit and use the next 3 buy limits below here. If I change anything, I'll let you guys know in the video, but here's what I'm calling out for all you guys in the short trade. If this gets down to 2,536, which I believe is, I'm even going to write this down. So you guys have verbal confirmation here, and I'm also going to say this. I'm going to write this down. 2,536 for ETH. If it gets down there, I would look to sell 50% of the short trade. You know what? Let's just do like this. I'm not going to risk any of this. I'm going to make everything transparent so you guys can follow me on this channel, and you guys will be able to see all the calls in here. So give me 1 second as I do this live here, which sometimes doesn't always work exactly how I want it to. And I will be going over the metrics, okay? I want to just make this official call here. 2,536, just flat, okay? No percentage or no cents in here, okay? I'm going to come, excuse me, come in here, I'm going to make this red. The reason for this is that I do believe we could see a bounce off this ascending support line. And if not off this one is very strong as well, which you can see has been holding true over here. If we pull the top wick here, we pull the top here, and we see some consolidation here, and it bounced over here. 1, 2, 3, 4 consolidation, 5 points. You could even argue 6 and 7 with the wick values in here on this drop, and this drop. So it's a very strong level. What I'm calling at this mark here, and let's actually get this on here so we can show the price, is I'm calling a 50% exit. Those of you guys in the short trade, when you hit this, if you're using 5x leverage, you should be getting around I was reading that as a 9, 3.5. I'm going to round this to 3 because you guys have fees you need to cover, okay? So if you get 5x leverage, you should be taking home about 15% profit on the short trade. If you're using 10x leverage on Bitfinex, you guys should be getting around 30% profit on this short trade. Okay, that is the official call. If this starts moving back up here and tags this, you are just simply into your second limit order for your short trade. Does that make sense? And then if this gets hit, you're in your third. If this gets hit, you're in your fourth. There's a gap here because there's a lot of room for this to spike up quickly if we pass resistance and keep going. But I do think a healthier higher low is in the cards for us for this, and we're seeing it happen right now, okay? That's my official call for the shorts. Let's go over the metrics here, and let's take a look before we make any more conclusions. Let's take a look at what we could possibly see. The emotional index, guys, and all these metrics are going to update at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Okay, it is 5:30 right now. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 2.5 hours, we're going to see this update. We are now within the neutral zone. Okay, I understand we're in the neutral zone because people are like, all right, we're in this kind of, you could actually argue you could draw a line here and you could draw a line up here, and you're somewhat in like an ascending, this triangle pattern. Maybe some people could call it a little bit of an ascending channel, okay? I think people are understanding now where it's screaming back up, but we're back in the middle point here. This tells me emotions are neutral. Great. Watch when this updates. Here's what I want you guys to be watching here and what I called out yesterday, and part of the reason why you guys need these metrics. If you guys followed the video yesterday, I came down here and I said, guys, what are we seeing right here on this mark? Which one is increasing faster, short trades or long trades? And it was very clear in here that short trades were increasing a whole lot faster than long trades, which aided to my call yesterday of why I expected and I called a drop on this, and it wasn't going to keep heading up. A lot of people thought it was going to keep heading up, and people are calling that's going to overtake Bitcoin by the end of the year. I'm not saying that's not true. I just believe when I'm in here and I'm trading in and out of the market that I believe we were going to see a drop. And guys, every call I make, all I'm doing is exiting and looking for a position to get back in and ride it back up. So it's not that I'm not bullish. It's just when I make these calls, and there's been a lot of short calls lately, and it's been holding accurate almost every single time. So that's why I'm calling a lot of shorts lately, because the market is actually dropping a couple days, if not one day after the call. Long versus short trade risk. It's not always dropped that fast. I want to make that clear, okay? But they've called a lot of the drops very, very accurately. Long versus short trade risk in here, guys. We are still up in here into the good short trade section. This is why I'm not entering in right now with a market order. This is why my next entry is going to be down here at simply following the live metrics and giving and coming down here. It's at like 2,400 and something. It's being masked a little bit by this red line here. Let me see. Actually, here you go, right here, 2,409 and 15 cents. This should, and I believe this matches perfectly with the trade, the live trade for Ethereum. Okay, well, in institutional smart money, this is actually pushing up a little bit higher here for the price, obviously, and we're seeing that the short trades are moving out of the market. That makes sense because we ended up seeing short trade sentiment is okay. Let me say this a different way because I'm not explaining this correctly. Short trade sentiment shows us that the big boys historically are looking to drop this price back down. I believe this is an incredible overextension in the market, and we are due for some type of move down, maybe like this in the market. Okay, I want to show you this to you as well. If you come back here and take a look on the 1 day time frame, what is a reasonable higher low that we could see for Ethereum? Well, if we just take a look at history in here, this was a move up we got before. We saw a nice move up and we saw a correction. Like, this is visually accurate to our eyes when we see something like this. It would be actually freaky to see this thing head in a channel and just keep going straight up like this. It would be really, really weird. Okay. Even something like this where it moves up in a healthy higher low, where we get maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 candles in a row that are red. This is actually incredibly healthy for the price, for the bull market to continue right now and to keep heading up. I don't believe it's sustainable if we just stay in this channel and just keep moving up. Like, if it does, I'm going to get even more nervous and the short trades are going to look even better and better, and I guarantee you guys will see short trades move up on exchanges if that happens. So I believe a higher low is definitely due for Ethereum here. Where is that higher low going to go? Perfectly going to move us into this section. I do believe we need to watch these levels. 2,437. Okay. 2,437 is right about here at structure low. This is a reasonable place that we could head to within the next 7 to 10 days. That's my call in here. I believe we could head down here, but we're first going to have to break this ascending support, and we're also going to have to break this support here. Okay, that is why I'm calling an exit, because I don't know if we're going to head down that far. This is the greatest exit right here at 2,536 for the short of 50% of your guys' short trade, all right? And you're going to hold the rest in here. The next video I do, I'll clean this up a little bit so it's clear, but I want to keep it on for integrity reasons so you guys can see this on the channel. All right, dollar cost average entries. If you guys bought into any of these, are doing ridiculously good, like fantastic if you bought into any of these. The exit points are what I use once I'm in a long trade. So as I saw this on the charts yesterday, I took a 50% exit. You guys saw that, and then I exited the rest of my trade today. I'm using this as part of my confirmation. It's not all that I use, obviously, because you guys see me using other things, but this is part of my confirmation. So these metrics, yet again, guys, ended up calling the drop in the market, as well as using the price versus the well money flow indicator and the trend exhaustion. So congratulations, guys, who exited with me on the last trade. As mentioned, we have not seen a losing trade on the chart yet. Part of the reason for that is pretty obvious here, is because I've only done withdrawals, and I've only done withdrawals above the $10,000 mark. I am going to be withdrawing this amount, putting it into my account, paying some of our mortgage off, having fun with my wife and baby, who's supposed to be coming any day now, which we don't know when he is, but we're just going to let him come when he wants to come. It's our first child that's going to be born. But I'm coming in here with you guys, and I'm just consistently taking profit out of the market. I'm not holding. I like to trade in and out. It's what makes me the most money. And so I really hope you guys are enjoying this channel, and you guys are loving the metrics, and you guys are enjoying the live trade setups over here. I'm going to end the video with this, guys. My exact entries, when I get off here, I'm going to make sure all of my buy limits, let me go over here and I'll show this to you. I'm making sure all of my buy limits, before I even start the next video here, I'm going to have them in here. I have 3 buy limit set for Ethereum. I'm going to make one in here, and I'm going to put it down here at 2,409 and 15. I'm going to follow this chart religiously, if you will, because I know where these are placed. These lines are at Fibonacci, support and resistance, bot zones, bank zones, whole numbers, quarters theories. I know where I place them. I believe they are very, very accurate. So that is where I'm going to be placing my next entry. Make sure you guys come over here and watch this. These lines will update as the price moves higher or lower because they are dynamic. So you need to be checking this on a daily basis, as well as the rest of the metrics. All right, guys. That's all I got for you on this one. I'll come out with another video here. But guys, sign up over here. $49 a month. Probably the best investment you'll make for metrics and live trading calls every single day on crypto. God bless you guys so, so much. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Alrighty. Bye-bye.